You're doing endo? Great. Now the real question. Does your endo have rhythm? Not the kind you hear, the kind you feel. Let me start with a confession. I have lost count of how many times I felt burnt out. It wasn't because of the tooth. If your treatment becomes slower, messier and louder, when your assistant is not your superstar, then you don't have a system. You have improvisation. And that's why so many clinicians feel stuck. You can be clinically great and still feels like your day is falling apart. Because most of your stress is not coming from the canal, it's coming from micro pauses, micro decisions, micro frustrations. And here's the twist. None of that shows up on an X-ray, but it shows up in your energy. They don't look dramatic, but they destroy the rhythm. And when the rhythm is gone, your brain is working overtime. You are doing endo, and you are also managing logistics. That's actually 2 jobs. 2 jobs, 1 salary. At the end of the day, you are not exhausted from the tooth. You are exhausted from the noise in your head. You have heard the explanations. If you ever caught yourself saying one of these, this is for you. I did. My assistant is bad. I don't need procedures. It's impossible to have one. He is just talented. And some people are just fast. Sure, and some people's clinics run on magic. Somewhere there's a clinic where files pass themselves and nothing ever breaks. Must be nice. Listen, those are comforting stories. Because if it's talent, then I only meet dental assistants MVPs. But if it's a system, it's trainable, it's repeatable. And yes, this is a hard pill to swallow, because you can't outsource your chaos anymore. And that's the moment most people get angry. Good. That means we are finally talking about the real thing. I'm not here to blame assistants. I'm here to defend them, because I have been that doctor. The one who got irritated, the one who spoke too sharp, and the one who made assistant feel small. I tried to discipline the chaos, rules, pressure, little tests, and all I created was fear. And I'm saying this out loud because I owe them that. Then my friend Dr. Dagmara told me, you don't have an assistant problem, you have a problem with yourself. And it changed everything, because most assistants are not bad, they are untrained inside your standard. And without a standard, everything becomes guessing. What is next? Wait, give me the other one. And then we blame the person. But the real problem is simpler. The standard is not stable. That is why you feel tired. Not because endo is hard, all dentistry is, but because the workflow is heavy. Let me show you the wrong recipe. It's simple. Be clinically good, have an assistant, and improvise everything else. So what happens? You end up doing endo and doing assistant work and doing management all at the same time. This is not difficult endo. This is chaos. And chaos steals your calm every single case. So here is the shift. I don't teach endo. I build 4-handed endo systems. I call it EndoWorkflow. Because your technique can be excellent and your day can still be a mess. This course is not about finding MB2. MB2 can stay mysterious for a while. Nobody teaches what actually changes your day. A repeatable team workflow. A workflow that works on a normal Tuesday with any assistant in a real clinic. You have probably seen my reels, I love my assistant. It's a proof. I used to think this kind of flow was normal. Then I realized many of us don't even know this is possible, because I didn't know that either. And no, it's not magic. I will tell you what it is, just not yet. So what is this program? This course is not motivation, it's implementation. You are going to get standard of mind procedure for doctor and assistant, setup maps so nothing is somewhere, a simple transfer language so you can stop talking every 30 seconds, and an implementation path, step by step, so it doesn't die after week 1. Now, I already know the objections. I don't have time to implement. My assistant won't do it. This works only in your clinic, and I get it, because the magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding. You don't implement this in one weekend. You build a system in small steps, one change at a time, because the goal is not perfection. The goal is predictability, because when the workflow is stable, you can finally focus on dentistry. So here's what happens next. In Module 2, I'll give you my full EndoWorkflow protocol, the setup, the sequence, and the language. The standard that makes your appointment feel the same, even when your assistant changes. Once you have that, everything else becomes easier. And that's exactly how this course is built. Short lessons, clear steps. You watch, you pause, you implement. Then you go further. Because this is not a course you watch, it's a system you build. After you join, you will get my invitation link to my private Discord group. That's where the implementation becomes real. You can ask questions, get feedback, and see how other doctors are building their workflow. And you will have an impact on this course too. This is a living system, not a one-time download. Modules will get updated. Standard of procedure will expand. New solutions get added based on what you and the community need in real clinics. So you are not buying a static product. You are joining a process and a system that actually stays in your operatory. A system that saves your time, your nerves, and your energy. Not just today, but for every case you do in the future. Because when workflow becomes standard, calm becomes standard too. Module 1 is the diagnosis. Module 2 is the prescription.